Hey, good day. Astrology of the Soul, Tarot for Life. We're about to pick a card for you. Nice, wonderful, beautiful, sensitive Pisces. If you're watching this on Instagram or on Twitter, be sure to click on the link so you can watch the full video on my YouTube channel. And if you haven't subscribed, please subscribe. Give me a bit of support. So let's pick a card for you, Pisces, and let's see what the month of April has in store for you, 2019. Dun, dun, dun. You get the Two of Swords. Two of Swords for you, Pisces. Oh, well, the twos. What can we say? And they're the swords as well. Pisces don't like swords. You guys are about peace and merging and universal love. But this is a card that indicates that you will be facing a month of split decisions, conflicts. It's going to produce a month that maybe there's a lack of clarity on some kind of level. So the Two of Swords indicates, you know, some kind of split, you could say. So through the split, you're having to find and achieve some kind of balance. The Two of Swords indicates that there will be balance, but the balance comes out of some kind of tension or some kind of conflict. And that's where you're going to find the balance. It's interesting because if we look at wars, for example, very often, if we look at countries that have come to some kind of peace, they came out of peace, out of some conflict or out of some tension. Over maybe a period of time, the people of the two countries learn to reconcile and come to some kind of agreement where peace is restored. So this card is indicating here that peace needs to be restored. It will be restored, but there will be some conflict on some kind of level. So you will encounter the conflict first. And there may be a lack of clarity. Oh, I don't quite know what to do. Or things may be a little bit up in the air. You're not seeing straight. Do remember that she's blindfolded. So your visions may also not be clear in terms of what you want to do. So you may have to stand back a little bit and wait for things to sort of like settle down. And then things can definitely be restored on some kind of level. So it's letting you know that peace cannot be achieved without a fight. Isn't that what people do when they want some kind of peace in the world? They have to put up a fight. So it sounds, it's contradictory, isn't it? And that's what this card is. It is a contradictive card. It's the swords. Swords are for fighting. So it's swords are for fighting, but at the same time, you're fighting so that you are trying to achieve peace. It's like, well, how does that happen? And for you Pisces, I could just see you now saying, oh, well, why can't we just have peace in the first place? Well, if life was so easy, but life is not so easy. We are complex beings and complex people, and we deal with complex issues where sometimes we are put in particular circumstances or events where we have to fight for what we want. And after the fighting, the peace then comes, the balance is then achieved. So it's not so easy. It's also the swords. So I know for you, Pisces, it's a water sign. It's very sensitive. You guys like to flow with your emotions. It's a very sensitive sign. So this is a card that is indicating that you use your mind. So you've got to use your mind. You cannot let emotions get involved. And very often the tension or the conflict can be to do with something in your life where you're feeling emotionally connected on one level, but your mind's telling you something else. So it's the rational mind versus the emotions. And you're at war with each other. And that's how this card tends to manifest, and it tends to be indicating what is happening or what you're going to be facing, because this is a card of what you're going to be facing through the month of. So it's about that war. You want to go emotionally one way, but your mind's telling you something else. You often hear people say that, don't they? Sometimes they say, oh, well, my heart says this, but my head says that. So that creates a tension. But out of that tension, something will be reconciled. In this case, what I would say is that it's best to go with the mind and call a truce. You know, this is a card about a truce. You know, when you call a truce, you're making peace on some kind of level. And then you're achieving some kind of balance. So balance will be achieved. Balance can be achieved for you, Pisces, through the month of April. But you have to go through some kind of battle, bit of a fight. Have a Pisces fight. It'll be more gentle that way. On that note, guys, have a great month. I'll be with you next month to let you know what the month of May has in store for you. Thank you very much.